Welcome to part 2 back to school shopping. Back to school, just back to school in general. So, okay, the first part was us kind of talking about ways to save money. Did I say the first part? The second part is taking your questions. A week or so, this last week, I asked on Facebook. If you are not our Dad is Done friend on Facebook, go find us and like us. Because we ask for your input and questions that you have a lot so that we're actually answering questions that are relevant.
Because we care.
Because we care. We're an equal opportunity.
Care.
Okay, so first, I got a lot of uniform questions.
I was shocked.
A lot of you have kids that have uniforms required. Our school does not require uniforms, but it's a very strict dress code.
Yeah, dress code.
Dress code.
Correct.
And so we've learned a lot over the years.
First year was a hard year. Yeah.
Yes. Zoe's waist is this big, so to get something to go to her knees is a challenge. But anyway, so I feel your pain, mamas and daddies. Okay, so could you talk about some of the best places to order your uniforms from? That you try uniform exchanges and thrift stores. This was Lisa on Facebook. But maybe there are other reasonable places as well, okay? We have a lot of charter schools in our area which are on uniforms. So thankfully, our local consignment shop always has a ton of uniform choices. So that's always a good option, probably one of the cheapest options if you can. Garage sales, although I don't have as much luck at garage sales. But
I think consignment stores are good.
Consignment stores, and if you don't live in an area where there's private schools or charter schools that require dress uniforms, drive to one, because I bet you'll find uniforms that are used and inexpensive. Thankfully, we have grandparents every once in a while that will say, what can we buy for the kids for school clothes? And, grandparents are a great resource too. Ding! And if it's in the budget. So another thing is Old Navy. And somebody further down said, Old Navy has shirts for uniforms $5 and pants that are $8 online with free shipping after $50.
There you go.
So we have actually done that. And Old Navy lasts and it fits our girls. It goes to the knees. They have the cinch waist. They also sell slims if you have a rail like we do. And they also sell plus sizes for kids too. So Old Navy's great. Their coupons are good. Get it now if you can, because they run out and you will be stuck missing sales. And they'll be back ordered and you won't get it in time for school.
Speaking from experience there.
Yes. Let's see. Miss Laura had a great comment. Okay, she said Target is a great place to go back to school shopping, and it is if they have the right sales, if they're the lowest priced. However, the last few times I have been in Target, it drives me crazy. They push these, used to be the Target credit card. No, I don't use credit cards, so now it's a Target debit card.
Wah, wah, wah.
And they do it so that you get your 5% back. Okay, so it's linked to this is a whole video in itself, but it's linked to your debit card.
Ooh, that stings.
So a couple things. I don't know. She says, what do you think Dave would say about them?
They would say cash only.
We are so used to just taking cold, hard cash in that we don't... Okay. It has been 5 years since we have used a credit card. 5 years. Has it been 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 5 years. In January, it will be 5 years. So, for us, there's this pride thing that comes with having to refill out a credit card application, whether it's a debit or a credit. We can't do it. I can't.
It's the little Dave Ramsey guy sitting here on his shoulder. He's like poking at you with the big scissors. Don't do that.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. There's this voice, that once you go 5 years without cards, we have our debit card, but 5 years without other cards, it's hard to do. And once you make that change and you flip the switch, there's no going back. So, okay, 2 things about that. Even though it's and this isn't just Target in general. This is if you go to a department store and buy school clothes, they will encourage you to open up a credit card to save. Okay. My opinion specifically, why would you give Target your personal debit account information? with so much fraud that's going on, why would you give them access to your account? Number one.
Here it comes, like Band-Aid. You're just going to rip it off real fast.
I forgot what I was going to say. It's a pregnancy moment.
Oh.
Okay, so the first thing is, but seriously, why would you give them their personal information? And two, if you're spending $20, 5%, is that really worth it to go over through that whole process? Even if you're spending $200, it's a pain in the butt. And then you have to get rid of it because you can't consciously keep it because then it's too tempting. So there is a lady on here that said, use the Target credit card to get the discounts and walk straight to the customer service desk and pay off the whole amount you put on the card.
Yeah, if 100 people did that, 90 wouldn't walk over to the counter to cancel it.
It's true. Those are the stats, you guys. 1 in 10 would not do it. So would actually pay it off and be responsible. And if you have screaming kids that are like, I'm hungry, and you've had a horrible experience in the store.
Like you're going to go stand in the customer service line for 22 minutes and figure out how to cancel this card that you're just going to argue with because it hasn't been activated really in about...
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a good idea, you guys, at the time, but it's not.
Here's a good idea. Pay cash and clip coupons.
And put it into your
It'll be really close to that 5% discount. It really is not worth it.
It's not worth it, you guys. So
we haven't missed it. I'll put it that way. We haven't had to have that extra 5% off to get our kids' clothes when we paid cash for it.
And you know what? We have been tempted because we have bought a $1,200 item, and they did the 10%. If you open up a credit card, they will give you 10% back, and we said no. So that's $120 that we passed on. If you're serious about this and you want out of debt, you just find ways to make it work. Be responsible. Put it into your budget. Make up your envelope. Plan ahead. Have a plan, and you don't need to do it. Now, I know we're going to torque off a lot of you, and that's quite okay.
Like I said, it's a Band-Aid. Rip it off real fast. It's free advice.
That is our advice. So, that's it. Those are all the questions that we got. Just some uniform questions, and then thank you, Laura. That was a great. Yes, please be warned, you guys, that when you go to these places, they're gonna want you. This is like pre-holiday prime, like you're just like prime meat.
Because they know you need it.
Yeah, and everyone's back to school shopping, so do what you can. I just went through our girls' closet. They are stocked. They don't even need clothes. Zoe needs a couple pairs of jeans, and...
But that's good advice. Go through your clothes you've got, like what we did. We sat down, we said, Zoe needs this, Grace needs that. We had a list, we planned ahead, we have a budget. You go to the store with your budget, with what you need, that's all you get, and you go home.
Yeah.
Don't wing it. This is something you don't wing.
Have a plan.
Because you're going to go in and spend a ton of money on stuff you don't need, probably on...
Yep. Don't do it because everybody is doing it. Seriously. And don't buy into the ads that come to your house that, shoes are on sale for $50 and it's back to school so you need shoes. No, it's unacceptable. Find ways to save money. Go, what is the saying? Go without if you can. Do without. What is that? Leave a comment down below if you know that. Anyway, just do without if you can because it doesn't have to be. That's how we survive back to school on a budget.
Plan.
So if you guys have tips and you can help other people, leave a comment down below and share it because you guys have some fabulous advice and we've learned a lot from you. So that is it. Good luck. We trust that if you're going and using a credit card or thinking about opening a credit card, either Dave's voice or our voices will be like, Just saying. Tough love.
Tough love.
Okay, you guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace out. Happy shopping.